task is whatever you have sent me is correct. Okay, but try to do with yourself. Okay, Nazar Kushi. Okay, let's start the session. Today we are going to discuss this this URL. Okay, means right now what is the URL? Whenever we move to any other pages, it's not a user friendly URL, you can say. Not a user friendly URL or not a SEO friendly, search engine optimizer, means our website should be according to search engine optimized, SEO. There is a, you can say, a topic in web development, SEO. Not related. We didn't do SEO, but there is a topic. So what they do, they just put content in our website that you can see the URLs and other things, meta tags. So our website can be searched by our major search engines. Okay, so our Drupal also provide search engine optimized techniques, means you can change this URL for the same page. Content will be the same, everything will be the same, but this this URL will be changed for the same page. Okay, do you understand requirement, Nazar Kushi? What we have to do? This is not a user friendly URL, or you can say search engine friendly, not a search engine friendly URL. Okay, yeah, we have started the video. Nazar Kushi, did you understand what we have to do? So there is one option. Sorry. Yeah. Right now we have the URL. Whenever you move to any other page, we have the URL like Drupal. Drupal is our project name. Okay. Whatever be our website domain name, main domain name, and then question mark q equals to node slash one. This is this URL. The URL is not our search engine friendly. Search engine. Why we need URL search engine friendly? Because our site should be search engine optimized. Whenever any user search related our site content, so that website should be on our search engine, means that's example of Google. Anybody just search about demo site. Okay, so our site is demo, there is any content demo site, so our website should be on the top of the list of Google. So this is we do for our website search optimization. Website search optimization. Okay, and this URL is not according to that optimization. So we can change this URL. Okay, you can create URL aliases, and there's so many options. Right now we have only 3-4 pages, 3-4 contents, but we can have so many contents, so many pages into one website. Okay, let's take, let's see. This is automatically created URL. This is the automatically created URL. Okay, whenever you add in your default Drupal pages or any articles or in blog, if you create your custom content type and you add, this is by default URLs. Okay, now there is one option, go to contents. One second, please, Bale. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Okay. What we have, these custom created pages. Okay. Now you can edit this page. If it is carrier, you can edit the carrier in the setting in the bottom of this URL path setting. URL alias. You can give the alias there. Okay. For this page. Save it. Yeah, it's removed that node one. It's coming carrier, but we have, but we cannot remove this question mark q equals to this syntax, these three symbols from that URL alias. We should add one module, one already created a module available on the web. If we add that module, then there is so many option, there's so many option to change our URL as per any page or any blog or any other our custom created contents. Okay, we have changed the URL or not, Nazar? Can you see? We have changed the alias. Khushi, Khushi, Khushi. From where we change, just go to contents. So, Khushi, are you there? Can you hear me, Khushi? Yeah. And just edit this. No, no, no. That content, and we just get the list of our content and just click on edit. Within the edit, you will get a option. The bottom, you will get the URL setting, URL path setting. Okay. You can put a alias for that particular page. Right now we are have which page? Carrier, the same page. Demo article. This is the one article. Okay. Demo one, and just click on save. Whenever we just go to demo article, then our URL will be demo one. I don't know why it is coming. Admin configuration. There's some configuration setting we missed the config, that's why I'm going that window. Okay, whenever we click on this demo article, we have changed the demo article URL or not? Question is there? Yeah, now we get the demo one, but it is yeah, somehow it is acceptable, but we have this question mark q and equals to, we cannot remove these three symbols from the basic setting of Drupal, so we have to add some modules. Okay, let's search these modules. From where we can search the modules? Our Drupal site, drupal.org. Here is the options, how to search the themes, documentation, any group, forum issues or module. So we are searching module. What is module? Module is one kind of extra functionality We will add to our website or not? Nazar, Kushi, did you remember what is modules? I don't think so. You will just forget about the modules because we learned so much about the module till now. Kushi, did you remember definition of module? Kushi, Nazar, are you there? Yeah, yeah, Kushi. Yeah, adding functionality into a website, into a Drupal website is called module. Module is same as a plugin. If we compare WordPress and Drupal, plugins equals to modules. Okay, so what we have to search, there's a module, auto path auto path. One second, path auto. Let's search path auto. It should be a module. One, five, eight, six, we will just add a simple one. Here is the path of the path. Yeah, path. It is available for all our menus or every link. That's why we will add path. Okay. So how we add modules? Khushi, are you there? Yeah, confusion is Khushi is there or not? Yeah. Which WordPress version we are using? Khushi and Nazar, just tell me. WordPress version? Yeah, 7. Yeah, 7 point something whatever be. So we should download 7 point version, okay, of our module. But there is a one limitation for this module. I just save that. Okay, I have to. Where is the requirements? Yeah, just uh, whenever you are going to add any module, okay, just see this requirements. This is the requirement, means we need a sub module of for that particular module, this kind of sub module. So we need token. Why only tokens? Why C tools? Why we don't need C tools? Because C tools need only a version 8 8.1. Okay, so we have to download the token also. Yeah, we are just going to token and the download and save it. Yeah, within sites folder, all modules. Here, paste. Well, there's so many files. Downloads. Just extract. Extract here. Okay, so I just get to folder, new folder, module folder. Okay, I just copied this folder to our website and the sites folder and all, and within the module. There is our website in the WAMP. Right now I have in the WAMP and the sites all and modules. Okay, I just put these two folders. One is path auto. We need path auto, but this module need a sub module. Requirement of this module, we have to use the token also, token module also. Okay, in these there is so many files, some dot info and dot module files their minimum requirement dot info and dot module file. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to active our modules or not. Where we can find our modules? Khushi, just tell me. Khushi, just tell me where we can find our modules. All active, inactive module list. Hello, Khushi. Maybe Khushi is not listening. Nazar, just click on the modules. Yeah, modules tab. Yeah, just check that check boxes. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah, we have to enable. Okay. Yeah, require path enable token. Disable why it is okay. Means it is showing that it is disabled right now. Okay. Path this is just information right now in present condition. Okay. Just click on save configuration. Take time. Why take too much time? Okay. You have to clear the cache. Why we clear cache? Because whenever we just use extra functionality and anything else, we have to clear. Maybe that our website will load the old content, means it will not load our module. So we have to clear the cache. From where we can clear the cache? Now it is showing that the token is also enabled, and this is the sub module. The parent module path auto is enabled. Okay, so it is enabled. We just click on our checkboxes for that, nothing else. Now appearances, no, no, sorry, no, not appearances. Menus, no, 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 no. One second, one second, one second. This should be option. Add it now. Content, option, creation. Yeah, I just have to remove the caches. Just clear all cache. Time, new time. Yeah, cache clear. Now Structure, no, not this structure. I think. One second, I'll just confused, kind of confused. Where this functionality appears, because in the different themes, this functionality appears. Article basic pages. No, let's feel. No, not in the configuration also. URL alias. Here is a functionality. Let me see again. Yeah. If you go to before including these two modules into our website, if you go to this screen where just within the configuration and the URL alias, then you will not get these URLs, these kind of options. There is some additional options are there here. You will get only list and delete alias. These options will not get. So now just go to patterns, content, default path pattern alias to our content type with blank pattern below. Okay, we can use only node title. If we use node title, then uh, our this is our default content, so it will use for all articles, basic pages, and product is one kind of content, custom content we have created earlier. Okay, do you remember? Article and basic pages by default comes, and we have created product content type. Okay, there's so many other options here. We will just see browse available tokens also there, means from here right now it will display the title, and you can use these kind of options: id, node change, create. There's so many options are there. Right now we will just see the about the titles. Okay, we will just change as per our requirement. Just say configuration. It will not appear. We have to change one more place. One we have to update the setting one in the one more place. From here, home. System. Yeah, we have carrier, and one more within one article we have aliases. Only within two URL we have aliases, but it is not changed. We have to change one more location where just go to contents and public selected. Okay, URL, update URL alias, and just select all and update. Because the whatever we just said means we just said that within the URL just we should, and we are entering only our title, node title. Whatever we give the title, this is the carrier is the title, demo article is the title, contact is the title. So we just said the title. The title should appear in the URL. So this should be page not found. Just coming. One second. Yeah, it is also coming. Let's go to configuration one second. Configuration. Yes. System will show like this, but we have wait for the pattern apply for all type content plain pattern blue. Not title, yeah, good. Okay, one second, let me add one content. How we add content from the content tab? Just click on add content. I just want to add a basic page, nothing else. And a title text. Testing URL alias. Alias link. We didn't just save it without giving the URL alias. Let's see. Page has been created. Yeah, test same is maybe there is any configuration. I just maybe I'm just picking up the same one. We did the test. Alias test. Automate specific URL by with the content type we access type of the writing. Don't add it is automatically added to our URL alias or not, Nazar? We didn't add URL alias. It is added because of this configuration. This these two. Our let just change node title to node ID. Change. If these two module is working, then there should be a ID. Patterns. Okay. There is option. Just drop these options, and there is a node ID. Just copy this, close it, and just paste here. Okay, an ID, and save the setting. Contents. Here, let's go to dashboard. Select all. Let's do this also. Update URLs. Alias. Updated. Now, stable test should be ID. No test is coming. It's not found. Why it is not found? Okay. The setting has been the save, so the page should not be found. We have to refresh. Now, if we click on the test, then there will be any only ID, QID. Okay. Now means our modules are working, but there is some problem with these three symbol. Modules is working means right now if you go to contact, then there is a ID only. That particular content ID, not a name. It means our extra functionality is working. There is no issue. You don't have to select by default aliases. It will just give to every page, every article as per we set. If we set ID, then it will just take the ID. It will if we set the title, then it will just catch up the title from our pages and show on the URL. Okay, but there's problem of these three string. I should remove these three. The question mark q equals to. This is getting some issue. Otherwise, our module is working. Our auto path module is working. Okay. Should be clear URLs. Yeah, from the clear URL. Just 1 second. I'm on configuration and within the configuration clear URLs. Okay, I'll just run the clean URL. The clean URL test failed. Why? Why it is failed? Some configuration setting, nothing else. Okay, try to clean URL in your system. I think it should be work for our requirement. As per our requirement, it should be work means these these three symbol will not appear if your clean URL will enable. Uh, Let me just try to do the same thing in any other theme. For some time, it just affect our functionality. Our theme affect the functionality. Let me change the theme. From where we can change the theme? Khushi Nazar. Khushi, are you there? There's so much time. Khushi to say. Yeah. So I just change the theme from appearances and set a default a particular theme whatever we have in our list, and from where we can add, just put the folder into theme section, so we will get that particular theme. So dashboard configuration and go to configuration and want to clean the URL in the configuration, clean URLs. We should enable clean URLs, or we said just clean the URL, then only it will work. Just click on clean URL. Just failed. Maybe there's some issues. Configuration. Okay, let it be. I'll just we will just discuss about this or clean why clean URL is not working in our next session. Okay, did you understand? Means right now, if you add any other content also, though you don't need to set a URL aliases, it will automatically convert our whatever with the content, because we just set to default our the node ID we just set to default. It means for every type of content, if you create a product also, it will show only ID. If you create the basic pages, then also it will show the ID. Let's just say create a product. title, demo product. Here we have already demo product. One second. Product, product one, product one. Kind of description. You can say you can change these things also. Okay. We'll just see in future session. We can change the labels. Okay. By going to setting demo product for URL alias. I will not set this product to menu link. Okay, just publish to our front page. So we can get front page also. These are the required things. We have seen these two things while we are creating the custom content type or not. Nazar Khushi. We have created these two, price and the browse button for image means one, upload button for image uploading. Okay, now I'm not going to provide a menu link. Okay, there is option, publishing option. Just publish, promote to front page. Okay, it will just show to on our front page. Just save it. Front page, yeah. Now this product is coming. If you click on this product, only one product, why it is not clicking? Click one second. Okay, okay, directly it is coming. Product one means it is not the front page. It is the product detail page. Nazar, one second, let me go to front page. Front is our home page. Okay, yeah, and this is our product one. Right now we have created. Okay, just click it. Then the URL. Just concentrate on URL. Just the ID. Okay, if we just select the node title, then there would be only product one. Okay, Nazar, did you understand? We didn't set any URL alias for that product. It is coming automatically because of that module auto path. Okay, just try to see other option. Mainly we use the title or ID. Okay, or any one of these options. So what we have to do? We have to firstly add two modules and set the as per our requirement. The functionality means we need the ID or within the configuration. From where you can set within the configuration. Kushi, are you there? And URL alias. Just try to clean URLs also in your whatever you have installed in your Drupal 7. Okay. So in this there is an option, this setting option, and there's so many options. Just click on the patterns and node ID. I need node ID only for if you need node ID only for product, then you can click here node ID, and rest of all we need node title. Okay, let's see how we do that. Just click on browse available and tokens, node tokens, and node title. C and paste into the default. Then rest of content type URL will be a node title. Okay, did you understand? This is node ID means in the product node title will be ID. So URLs of product will be only ID, and rest of two articles and the page, rest of two contents URL will be title. Let's see it is changed or not. Just click on save configuration. Yeah, it's saved. And go to, if I right now, if I go to our home page and click, then it will not appear in our old already created content, will not appear. Once again, let me go to test is a one product. No, it is product or okay, about is a basic page, so there should be a no title about. Okay, but one is coming. Why? Because whatever we just give the setting, it is set for a future content type. Okay, the setting will set for future content type. What we have to do, if we just set this that setting for all content type, just select all, go to contents. There is the list of our content, already created contents. Okay, just select all and update URL alias. Just update it. So it will automatically appear. It will configuration will set for all whatever we have in our website. Will now page not found. Why? Because our URL has been changed. Now there is a title. If we click on the about, then after these three symbols, there will be a about. Okay, and if we click on our any product, this demo product, so for product there will be ID. Okay, not a title. And for every pages or any articles, then there would be title. Okay, Nazar and Khushi, did you get the point? Hello Khushi, Nazar, are you there? Yeah, Khushi, is there any confusion till now? Khushi? Okay, for article also there is title. There is an article. Yeah, here is the demo article. So URL will be demo percentile and article, demo dash article. It will just create a dash automatically. Okay, because there is a space in our title, so it will just add a dash automatically. These three will remove by using URL clear URL. Okay, we will just see about these three also in our next session. Okay, now what time is it now? 19:27. Okay, 1 second. Okay, now these are our whole site. Maybe there's some only some points, only some headings are within, are not in the blocks. These are the blocks. Okay, these are the blocks. These are the blocks. The header is one of the block. The content type is one of the block. This is the left hand side sidebar. This is the right hand side sidebar. Okay, so how we manage our blocks? Okay, let's see. This is our home page. How we manage our blocks? Go to structure. Where I'm going to structure and blocks. There are no blocks in this region. There is the information about the different blocks for different themes also. We have 5 themes right now within our website: Bartik, Bootstrap, Omega, 7 and Stark. Okay, so we can manage blog for all themes, whatever be the theme active, it will just display for that first tab, and rest of tab will be inactive themes. Okay, now let's see user login. Let's see the search form sidebar. Where is the search form? Your field wide. We'll just see about the URLs. The page not found. No. So this is the search bar or search form, you can see. Okay. So I just want to put this search form into the header section here. Okay. My requirement is I just want to put this search bar into my header section. Let's see how we do that. This is the search form. Click and within the header. Okay. So it is removed from here and comes into the header section automatically. Okay, comes into the header section automatically. So save the blocks, nothing else. Oh, so we have to just show you. Just refresh the website. Now it is coming on header section. So it will display for all pages, for any product also, whatever. Whatever we did there, we can find this search form. Okay, and we can manage all the things from here. We can move this navigation from the left hand sidebar to right hand sidebar also, or in the header section or in the footer section if you want to. So this is our blog search. It is a configuration setting also. One second, show you the left and right sidebar options also. Blue title sidebar. Okay. So block on a specific page, all pages except all those listed. So we can give here pages. Also, we can just set the page name where we don't need these that search box. But right now our clean URL is not working. That is the problem. Otherwise, I will just show you to product. Whatever the after product, actually my distinct requirement, I don't want to show the search box within the header in any product listing page. So all of the clean URLs, home. Now it is coming, follow that URL, follow these three. It will just work according to URL. Okay, it will just work according to URL. Means if you don't want to this search form in any specific page, so you can put the after Drupal whatever the URL, you can put that URL. whatever the URL was, put this URL, then put this URL. नजर खुशी आ रही there? Hello, hello. Yeah, kind of boring session or what? Or something else? खुशी? Okay, let me just refresh this. Should be high. No, it's not ideal. Okay, this setting I will just tell you about this setting also. Right now, just concentrate on the block, how we manage blocks. Okay, sidebar, whatever is the navigation. If what is the navigation? Here, this is the navigation. This is the navigation block or not? Yes, this is the navigation block. So we can move this navigation block anywhere. Means in the header, in the help section, in the sidebar second. Sidebar first is our left hand sidebar. Sidebar second is our right hand sidebar. If we just put that navigation into the sidebar second and just click on the save blocks, then our navigation will be appear into the right hand side. Save. Let's see. Now press this. Yeah, now it is coming on the right hand side. So we can manage our blocks. Okay, different blocks we have created. We can create our custom own block also. If you want to create a block, just add block title. mm, what should we give block title? Demo block. Block description, it is needed, it is mandatory, so we have to put something. Body, why? We can put also the more information about the text format, region, Bartik, default theme, where we need that, where we put that particular block in the sidebar first. Let's assume I need that block in the sidebar first. In the different themes, we have all the themes option here. Okay, we can use a page except here, but after the cleaning the URL, I will just show you this option, the same option in the configuration of of any particular block. Okay, rows and content type, not restricted, not restricted, the same simple configuration, nothing else. Just create a block, and this block will appear on our left hand side, or you can say first sidebar. Saved, it's been created. Just refresh it. The block is coming. Okay, we can directly configure block from here also. If we are logged in, then only these option will appear. If we are logged in, then only these option will appear. Okay, if you want to change the name and anything, then these option will appear. If we don't need the block title, then just less than none, sorry, yeah, greater than, just save it, so there will be no title visible here. Okay, block configuration has been saved. There is no title of our blog, only a blog and some information. Okay, simple blog. We will just use this blog for different tasks in our future session. Right now, just uh, understand how we create a new blog and how we can set this particular blog into any a specific location. Okay, default shortcut also. Okay, so we have to discuss about the related topics. We have to discuss about the clear URL and how we just set a particular blog or particular blog for specific pages, specific or similar pages means I don't want. Okay, I just want to search this search option for only product pages. Okay, this can be also a requirement. So how we do that? After clearing the URL, after achieving the clear URL, then we will discuss on that also. Okay, so two small things are left in this topic, these two topic. First one is clear our URL, and second one how we just set particular block into a specific for a specific page or for a specific type. Okay, so specific content type. Okay, so now let's see, let's concentrate on our modules, module custom module. So let's assume there is one functionality, just a functionality. Whenever we click on this my example page, okay, I just click on the my example page, there would be a text box appears and a submit button. Okay, there's the option enter your name. Okay, this code will be coded by using a module. This is the custom functionality we have added explicitly. Okay, kind of custom module. If you write anything here, then it will display with hello whatever you have entered into the text box. Okay, and if you didn't enter anything and just click on submit, then name cannot be empty. Means there is a validation also. Yeah, we have put the validation also by while we are creating our custom module. Do you understand working of this? Nothing else, just showing our name with hello, a simple example, demo example. Do you understand, Khushi Nazar, what is exactly happening for this module? Just this is just an example, nothing else, just an example. We have created a custom module. Okay, and this is the working of our custom module, just like a hello world working. For example, I just want to uh, give you information how we create the module, how we create the functions, how we use them. I have created one custom module. Okay, if you click on this is the name of our custom module. Okay, my example page, the title. Okay, if you put this, this is the code of module, nothing else. From this description to submit button. Okay, if you didn't enter anything, then it will just display you a error message. This is the working only. If it will just display you error message. Otherwise, if you enter anything here and just click on submit, then it will display a hello with our text. This is the only working, to displaying hello with text, nothing else. Did you get the working? Did you get the working? Only working. How we get this working, how we code for that, we will just see the code also. Okay, can we move ahead? Kushi, hello. What is the working? Just whenever we are clicking on this submit, then it will either it will displaying a error message or it will displaying a hello message with our text. Okay, so for that, this is the code. we have created one example module, and we are enabled that module. For that, two files are required. One is info file. Within this info there is a information, simple information, the name and the version and description. Okay. And the second module file, there is a logic behind our module. Whatever we need, we just put that logic here. So if we use example init, so every page initialization, it will run this function. Okay. So I just remove that function for every page initialization. Why? Because it is enabled, our module is enabled. So this function will run for every page initialization. Why? We use example underscore init. This function will execute with the help of hooks. Hooks one kind of functionality. It will just help to execute functions, other functions. Okay. You can say here why we use hooks. Hooks we use for executing module functions whenever any page initialized, loaded, and any menu has been clicked. Okay. This is example menu. It means it is coming on our navigation bar. This is the navigation bar or not? Example is our module name underscore menu. If we use our module name underscore menu, then that um, you can say the particular module will appear in the navigation. That's it. Because of that, it is appearing here. You can change the name also. My example is the title. If you change this title, just remove my, save it, and just refresh it. We are just seeing a example. We can say how we code for module, nothing else. It is saved, but it is not reflected. I know the reason. The cache should remove the cache. Configuration, performance, yeah, cache. Cache option is for website. You can say performance means whenever any user just reload or ask for the same page, then the pages will be loaded from the cache page. You need to go to the our server, or you can say you need to just load all the our database server. I will just explain you cache in detail also. Just remove this. Settings. Changes. Example page. Now my is removed. Okay, Nazar and Kushi. So it means it is just showing this title, particular title. Okay, let's see this code. Example menu. Example is the name of our module, and underscore menu is the one kind of hook function. So it will just initialize. It will just wake up the hook function. Okay, whenever we click on that particular, it will just appear means in the navigation bar, and when we click on our navigation bar, then let's see what will be happen. We have created one array type variable, nothing else. Simple array type variable initialized, not assign any value. Now we are assigning the value into our variable. We are assigning into items a example page. Within the items, I, this is kind of multi-dimensional array or not? This is the, yes, this is the array type variable, and within this variable I just use one more variable, the name of a variable example page. Okay, and we are just put these 8 values into our example page. So this is one second, title. So this title will appear whenever we click on that menu. So sorry, in the navigation bar, whatever with the navigation bar, the title will appear here. Description, let me show you description. This is the description, my example page description. Okay, whenever you mouse over on that option, so description will appear here. Okay, page callback. So this is one kind of Drupal inbuilt function. So it will just call a page argument. Whatever function we use within the page argument, it will call that argument. So we just use example show form, example underscore show forms, means this function we have created one function. So whenever the page call, whenever we just click on the our menu link, this example page link, so it will call a function page call example underscore show form. Okay, page call will Drupal get form, it will just call a argument whatever with the function within the argument. Okay, so this is the function within the argument. What we are doing within this function, we are creating a form, nothing else. We are creating a form, or we create a form, or we will just see. Now this function has been called whenever we clicked on our link, and this access callback. Why we use access callback? Access callback we use for security. So we can this module will be displayed for all. Why? Because we use user access. If we use admin access, then it will access it will just show for only admin. Okay. Right now we just set to user access for all user. Access argument, access content, just a setting for access, nothing else. And the type, menu normal item. If we are using in the navigation menu normal item, it will appear into navigation bar. Okay. So, and what we are doing, we are returning items after calling. So this function will call whenever we click on our link. What is in this function? We have created again one form type, array type variable, dollar form. Within this dollar form and the name variable, what we are assigning, the type. Now we are creating the field. Now it is coming out. We are creating the fields, mean text box and submit button. How we create the text box and submit button? Type, hash type. If we write the text field, then there would be a text box. Okay, if we write hash title, this is the title of our text box. Okay, now submit button, this is the name, form name, means this name is our name property, HTML properties, name, ID, class. So this is the name property, the name, submit. Okay, so in the submit, what is the type? Submit. Type equals to submit or not, and value submit. Value submit means it will display the submit here. Okay, for that we have used the value. Now anybody, now we have to just set one, you can say, event. Whenever anybody clicked on submit button, what will be the process, which function we should call? So has submit, had submit, example show form submit. This is function, this is the function we have to, we just call, we just bind this function into one event. Which event? A submit event, submit event of a form. Whenever we click on submit, then this function will call. Which function? This function, the example show submit. Okay, and we just write some condition, we just write some condition, form state, it will take two arguments. First one is form. Within the form we have our text boxes, and the second one is state. In the form state, same as you can say the get and post, dollar underscore post. Why we use dollar underscore post? To cache the information within of that particular form, the input tags value. So this is the second argument. Within this argument we have values. Okay, so form state values name. What is this name? This is the name of our text box. Okay, name. You can use any other name, so you have to use here the same one. Okay, so if our text box value is blank, what we are doing, we are validating our text box. If text box value is blank, then form set error, this is one inbuilt function for Drupal. It will just display the error. This will be on our this will be our error message. And for what? For our text box, name text box. Okay, means if it is blank, then just show that the text name cannot be empty. Okay, Drupal set message, then just show hello. I'm just showing the message, nothing else. Drupal set message just a inbuilt function, same as printf. Okay, and it will just show you hello. Here name cannot be empty because of we just click the our submit button, or you can say we just submit our form without entering anything into the text box. So this function, this if will true, and this function will call, so name cannot be empty will be printed. Okay, and if we put anything else, so we have to code these lines for this simple task. Why? Because we are adding this functionality into a whole WordPress website, sorry, Drupal website. So you can say we are creating our custom plugin. So we have to know about these. One second. This functionality. One second. Let please be online. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Just to connect the charger. Okay. Subscription notification. Okay, so this is, yeah, I know this is not a simple code, but for only a text box and a submit button, and where we just validate the text box and show, or otherwise we just show, we are just showing the name with a hello message. Only we are doing two or three simple tasks, but we have to code like that for creating a simple module. I will just explain this code again. Just don't get afraid about this code. Example menu. Why we example is our module name. Just concentrate. If you don't use this example, then if you don't use this, then it will not appear. This function will not call automatically. When this code will execute, whenever our function has been called, and there is no calling of function. Did you notice Nazar and Khushi? Is there any calling of function? No. Of this, so it is called automatically because of hooks. We have to just clear the cache. For that we have changed something into a hook file, oh sorry, our module files, from where we can clear the cache. Go to performance, okay, configuration, performance, and just click on the clear cache. Now it's clear. Time. Cleared. No, our module name. There is no module name. Nazar, can you see? Why? Because this function is not executes. Our function is not execute. So there is no our title name in the normal menu items. For executing this function, we have to use same module name here. Module name underscore menu. So hook functionality will work for that function. Means this function will call automatically and it will appear within the menu section. So within the menu section it will appear. So this is the information, nothing else, just the information. Means what should be the title, what should be the description, what should be the page callback method, uh, means Drupal get form method. So page argument, whatever we use within the argument, the like our method name, it will be executed. So callback type also, callback means it will show to user, normal user or any other user. Access argument, which kind, I mean this is one kind of also a security argument, will be accessed or not, yes. And type, where we should display this module. The example page name, this is the title, description, okay. So menu normal item, so it will just display on the navigation bar, okay. So this function has been called because this page argument, example show function, okay. Within this function we just use, we just created our form, means a text box and button, and we just use hash submit, we just use it. Means whenever we are submitting our form, this is the hash submit, type submit. Whenever we submit our form, this function will call, means just a function calling, nothing else. This function will call what is within this function. We have used our form data also, and whatever be the data after submitting the form within our input elements. Means our submit button is also input element, text box is also an input element. So it will just catch the input values. What we are doing, value name is blank, then display a error message, otherwise just display a hello message with the name, values name, which name, our, this is the name of our text box. Kind of yeah, it is not easy, but yeah, this is the small example, you can understand it. And you can see the video again if you interested. You can see the video again. Now that video, you can understand that video properly. We have to clear the cache, just don't forget about the clear cache while you are just dealing with custom module. Just go to okay, there is the option already. You go to performance and just clear that particular cache. Just clear. Now the changes will appear after clearing the cache. Means I just correct the function name. So it will, our module name, module title will appear in the navigation block. Cleared, cleared, cleared. Yes, it's loaded fully. Fresh. And Kushinagar, I'm just searching about this now. The example page is coming. I just search YouTube, so many hundreds of video. I just saw hundreds of video, but that kind of video I have to share you for the our WordPress. I didn't get that kind of video. Now I'm just trying to search any PDF, a basic uh, functionality detail of Drupal from the basic and creating a basic website. If I get any PDF or any video, then I will just share with you. Okay, same kind of video, whatever I have sent for WordPress. Right now I didn't get because I just searched in the YouTube, maybe any other location in the web. I will get that kind of video. I will just share with you as early as possible. Okay, so Ju- just a simple page callback and all things. Now you have some, just try to see that video again and again, then you will just understand the working of custom module. What you have to do, you have to give the answer. They are not going to ask you the core code, they are going to ask you the logic behind how we create custom module. Okay, Nazar and Khushi, yeah, just try to understand the logic. Yeah, there is some predefined function in the video also. They just describe, yeah, this is the one predefined function. By using this function, it will display a message or it will display a error. Predefined function of Drupal, predefined or any callback on. These are the method. These are the hook method. Hook. What is the hook? Hook kind one kind of functionality. We use hook for executing our this function automatically. There is no function call or function when our function is executed. Whenever we call our function, so there is no function call for our first one. For our first one. Okay. So even then this function is calling because of hooks. Okay, so try to see that video again, because I just take similar kind of uh, example related that video. Okay, Nazar, Khushi. And so today we have learned about the URL aliases and our these blogs, how we manage the blogs. But there's some, there's two topics, small topics, means clear our URL is not done, and um, blog for particular type of content is not done. We will just discuss about these two small topic and any other new topic in our Monday session. I will just send you. I'll just try to send as early as our task also, a core PHP task. Okay. Yesterday I didn't send because I just you can say I just forgot. I just forgot to send you task. Today I will just send you definitely. Okay, Nazar, Khushi. Is there any doubt, confusion? You can ask me, Khushi and Nazar. Yeah, just try to watch the video. I will just repeat that coding again whenever we start our next session. Okay, I will just repeat that code also. So actually, in one time maybe it is not possible. You will get all the things. Okay. Yeah, we can create a new module also, but after some sessions, means I just want to cover up some basic topic of Drupal first, then only we will move ahead a critical topic, or you can say some tough topic. I just want to cover up some basic topic. Okay. Okay, Kushi, is there any doubt? Okay, Kushi and Nazar, have a nice weekend. and have a nice day. We will just meet on Monday, same time. Okay, bye bye.